Tupac's Vibe interview magazine. This is like on the official Vibe magazine. It's like the Lost interview. So I'm excited because a lot of you guys have been telling me to react to this. I appreciate everyone who watches these interviews with me because I get to learn so much about Tupac. And yeah, let's get right into it. Let's go full screen.
Vibe to the last word. There's been a whole bunch of motherfucking rockers. But I ain't gonna do that for the kids out there, so I changed. But
I love it.
So imagine it was a rap on the back of that. Vibe on live.
I think it's like the quality or the camera that they used to film this was like not, I don't know, I guess they had to like export it a different way. That's why it's like moving really weird, and that's why it's like the Lost interview. I don't know, but
where do you see yourself in 20 years from now?
If God give me breath for 20 more years, I see myself changing the world.
Aww.
Because my thought patterns are so opposite of what's the norm.
Really?
So I would have to change the world, or I have to be changed by the world.
Wow. She just asked him, where do you see yourself in 20 years? And he, like, that's what's so crazy. Like, he said if God even gives him 20 years of breath left. Like, look at him. Bro, this man was something different. And he said he's going to change the world. Man, if he was here, what, 40 seconds in? Damn.
How is it working with Suge and out here on the West Coast for you? And a lot of your East Coast fans feel like your new allegiance to the West Coast has felt, a lot of them feel maybe you're
The
not
East Coast and the West Coast tension.
That's so nonsense. Poppycock. Because this is not a new allegiance to the West Coast. I've been on the West Coast all this time. It's just because some people, not all,
right,
some people on the East Coast be on their dick so hard that they never heard me say that I'm living on the West Coast.
Right.
It's just that by me keeping it real, I
Wait.
always said.
Okay, so I guess I'm missing something. I guess that, like, the fans were confused that Tupac was even from the West Coast. That's what it sounds like. And he's like, no, like, I'm from here.
Where I came from. I always gave New York their props. On Me Against the World, I took a whole song to give it up. So now on the next album, when I want to give it up for my home, where I'm at, everybody got a problem. Why they don't have no problem with Biggie saying Brooklyn in the house every fucking show he do? Why they don't have a problem with Bronx and Boom? They just did a Sprite commercial off The Bridge and KRS. Why is it not hip hop when I do it? Well, I mean, goddamn.
That's so facts, because that's what I'm saying from his interviews, guys. Like, with Tupac's like things and everything, if you guys saw the Ed Gordon interview that Tupac had that I reacted to, like, anything that Tupac say, the media would like twist it up, or like they'd always like put it on a pedestal and always give him crap for it, when like literally he just said like Biggie would go out and do shows and like say, yo, Brooklyn in the house, and no one would say anything, and like no one. But when it's Tupac, it's different. Now that sucks, man.
Why is it suddenly a nigga tripping when I do it? Why everybody else could have a war, have beef within the music, talk about differences, and it's okay, it's music, it's hip hop, it's groundbreaking. When I do it, it's war.
See?
And that's all I'm doing. All I'm doing is saying I'm tired of you talking about where you from. And if that's what we're gonna do now, because we was doing it like hip hop was one nation. And I have proof to say with it. I put more guns in East Coast niggas' hands than East Coast niggas did when they came out here. I put them niggas on the more weed gates and weed spots and safe havens and safe spots than the East Coast did.
Okay. Bro, he is fearless. Like, the fact that he just like put himself out there like that, like, imagine if he did this now. Like, man, he was not scared. Tupac did not, he wasn't scared. Like, this man kept it real at all times, and that's what we're missing.
Put more rappers on than they did. I gave Biggie his first shows.
What?
I was the one that I was that bridge that niggas used to walk on to get over here. I explained it. I'm the one that told you.
Okay, like, what? I didn't know Tupac gave Biggie his first show or helped him. See, he just said he was the bridge that people walked on. And, like, look at him. Like, this guy had, like, the heart of gold. And the fact that people took advantage of him, like he said, he explained things, he helped people come here. And the fact that he did it, and people were kissing Tupac's ass and, like, to get to where they wanted to and, like, use him. And because they knew this guy was real and, like, had the heart of gold. And know that, like, he kept it real at all times. And he wasn't afraid to, like, stand up for himself. But, like, the fact that they took advantage of him when they wanted stuff and they, like, came up, and then once they made it, they're like, oh, they forgot about him, or like they treated him like this. Like, that's crazy. And you see it happen to a lot of people nowadays. Like,
If I like my homeboy Suge gave me the best advice I could ever get from anybody. He said,
okay,
when people ask him if he's beefing with Bad Boy with Puffy, he says like me going to a playground and picking on a little kid.
Right.
oh,
That's like me being mad at my little brother because he getting cash now. I'm not mad at that. I'm just mad at my little brother when he don't respect me.
See?
And when you don't respect me, I'm gonna spank your ass. I don't give a fuck how rich you got on the block. I'm your big brother. I will break your big ass down.
look at it.
And that's my only point. And I feel as though he wronged me. You got out of hand and you wronged me. You got seduced by the power, not because he's an evil person,
Yeah.
but because money is evil if it's not handled right. If you lose your composure, you can do anything. And fear got stronger than love.
He said money is the root of all evil, and that's facts, because it's not the person, it's the money that like gives them like all whatever they want to do. And like he said, yo, like I'm proud of you, but like if you disrespect me, like no. And the fact that people do it nowadays, like I can always see this, like I can see this happening in like my own friendships or like relationships in real life, and just like put it to like what I'm learning from here. It's like people will disrespect you and take advantage of you, but then once they get money, it's like a whole different story. Like once the tables turn, it's a whole different story. It's like, why would you let money like control you and do that?
Niggas did things that they know they wasn't supposed to do. They know in their heart. That's why they get hell now.
Right.
They can't sleep. That's why they telling all the reporters and all the people, why they doing this? They fucking up hip hop, because they in hell. They can't make money. They can't go anywhere. They can't look at themselves because they know the prodigal son has returned. I'm alive. The ghost is walking around. You know what I mean? And I'm alive talking. In jail, I didn't talk. I made peace. Now, everybody that thinks that I disrespected or I love my East Coast fans. I'm from there. I'm eating New York pizza. I drive New York Jeeps. Want to hear New York. But I'm saying, let's keep it real for a second. If you have the love of music that you are, study. Go back and study. Study how Party and Bullshit was me before I met Biggie. You don't hear my style in this rap. Study how after I met Biggie, Ready to Die come out, his whole style changed. Study. Study why I would be mad. Study why I would be mad when half of the major New York rappers, or they managers, or they agents, or they somebody was there when I got shot. And nobody could give me no information. Just study that. Study how when Wu-Tang got their chain snatched at 6'6" Deuce, I not only found who did it, but gave them the message that if they want to see the niggas that did it, they can see them.
Wow, man. The fact that he's saying study, and he said like listen to after like how he was rapping like Biggie's raps and also like his own, and how it changed. There's so much that goes into this that I didn't even know. Like, wow.
Man to man. Just you and them. No guns, no nothing. If you feel like that. That's all I ask for. That's all I ask for. If you're gonna act like you a gangster or a G or the king of New York, I'm gonna expect that. And when you don't come through, then I'm gonna want to crush your empire.
The
and that's
king
what's
of New
time
York. Whoa. Okay, guys, I know a lot of you know about the rapper 6ix9ine, and there was a lot of drama and a lot of stuff going on, especially with his history and like him being an ex-convict or like going and being in jail and being whatever. The fact that him as an artist claims to be the king of New York and acts the way he does very disrespectfully in his music, degrading others, and just the way he is, and like the way he was coming at Ariana Grande and Justin Bieber was just so out of pocket. And if Tupac was alive and he was here to hear 6ix9ine saying that, as he said, I will come to crush your empire. And Tupac has the biggest empire and legacy. Like, he is, you can't even compare those two artists. Like, Tupac would crush 6ix9ine, like that's facts. But like, man, that goes to show like he was ahead of his time, and he knew.
So do you think Puffy was involved in the shooting?
Only they can answer that question. I have my own opinion, but I wouldn't slander their name like they did mine. I wouldn't say things that I knew, you know what I mean? I believe so. I do believe so. I have proved things that I could say that will back up my claim, but this is not for the world to know about. You know what I mean? It's between me and him, and only he knows. So every time he say it didn't happen, or that's the only thing that makes this become an issue to everybody.
That just shows how much of a bigger person he was. He said, first of all, the interviewer, I know it was her job, but she asked him such a personal question, like, do you think Diddy was part of the reason why you got shot. He just said, like, he was like, I'm not gonna slander their name like how they slandered mine. Like, imagine how big of a person you had to be. You literally get shot, alright? And you have the chance to say what you believe. And he does, but then he even mentions, he's like, I'm not gonna slander and disrespect them, because like he's saying it's not for the world to know. And nowadays, like in the media and like artists and like when there's drama going on, like people are telling each other's business like over media outlets, on the radio, like celebrities. But like this man got shot and was involved in something so huge and in such a large scale, and he said it's only between me and him. Like, imagine how much of a bigger person you have to be, and like how I can't even describe this. Like,
because I read, you seen what I said in the Vibe article. I basically bowed out and was gonna go ahead about my life. The next issue, that wasn't even the next issue, because them cowards waited about 4 issues before they got their story together. 4 issues later, half of New York is commenting on me getting shot. And before, they was all like, we didn't see nothing. In the first issue, read it, Vibe viewers. Nobody seen shit. The 4th issue, when they came back with a reply, everybody knew what I did. They knew what I said. I was acting. Who gets shot 5 times in acts? Oh, I didn't get shot 5 times in their vision. I only got shot once because they found the bullet. The police found it, but now they the cops. Now they doing detective work.
oh,
They found the bullet. Oh, you found the bullet, huh? So what is this other shit in me then? What was the doctors talking about? What? Can you explain these other holes in me?
like this man is being so straight up and honest. And guys, we have to remember, like, I know I'm young, I'm 19, right? But like back then there were no phones. Like, I can't just like record like what was happening. You can't go on Twitter and just tweet out right now, oh, blah blah blah, this happened. Like, you can't do it. Like back then it was articles in magazines and then like interviews, and it was very like personal and private things. But like he couldn't go on and just like go on Instagram and be like, yo guys, like this happened. Like, no, imagine if there were phones, like iPhones, like social media at this time, and how fast things would have spread, and how like things would have been totally different. Like, who knows, the truth would have gotten out there easily. And like, man,
How'd I get gunpowder all over me? That insulted my intelligence. So yes, I did say Thug Life was there. Yes, I bowed out, all of that. But when they said that, they breathed new life in me. Yeah. And Thug Life not only became a rap group, but it became a way of life for life for me. Because they disrespected me, my name, my family, what I had been through. They said that I couldn't be in pain.
what?
I could not feel, I could not be hurt. In my moment of pain, when I was shot 5 times in jail for a crime I didn't commit, while every other black person, I mean, whoever, they was fucking babies in the ass or killing bitches and cutting them in 50 pieces, these niggas got support. I go to jail for a crime. Wow. Everybody know I did not commit. Get shot 5 times, and I'm getting raped in jail, wompty, wompty. They just saying anything to assassinate my character. What that showed me, remember this lack of a conscience when I come out.
Oh my god. See? He allegedly went to jail for a crime he did not commit, got shot 5 times, and then on the other hand, these guys, this other group, they're doing like the craziest things and like getting support. Man, he went through that just like gave me chills, bro.
Remember this lack of mercy when I come out. Remember this lack of compassion when I come out. But now I come out, everybody want to calm down and relax and forget what you said. Donnie Simpson was on TV in front of bars like this going, who am I? Tupac. But I'm wrong. You feel me? Niggas is hypocrites. You read where I gave my whole soul to you motherfuckers and said, yo, I'm through. I just want to chill. I just want to live life. And motherfuckers took shots from every direction. They thought that meant that I'm gay now. Here, fuck me in the ass now. So, okay, you want to see some macho shit? I'm the most macho nigga out here. I thought you niggas knew. I'm the most thuggish nigga out here. I have no motherfucking fear. I have no fear.
See,
I have only ambition, and I want
serious.
mine. And I will do anything to protect and feed my family. And these niggas represent a threat. Because I worked too hard on this. And as far as hip hop and all of that, I feel as though I'm not the god of hip hop, but what we do on the West Coast, I sold 5 million in 2 months. Biggie album been out 2 years. He's barely touching 2 million. This nigga that had 50 remixes, 1,000. He got everybody in New York in his videos and still barely touching 2 million. I've been out 2 months. My shit sold 5 million with 2 videos out. I'm just starting. These niggas can't touch us. They can't. They can't. Really, it's funny.
Do you think the new era of rap is like non-thug life or whatever? Like, where do you see it?
That's what they want to do.
Okay.
That's what they want to do.
She just mentioned the new era of rap. Like, imagine being at the time right now and like that's like the new era of rap. I can't even imagine. Like, look at our rap right now. Like, that's crazy to like be in present time right now and watching this back and seeing how he reacts to like the new era of rap.
Now everybody is shell-shocked and they having trauma. We've been having traumatic nights always. I want to get away from it a lot. I tried to get away from it, but you can't. That's what they taught me.
Right.
The streets didn't teach me that thug life can never die. The world taught me that. I thought I could retire and move on. When I moved on to the so-called real world, the civilized world, these motherfuckers is worse than the niggas in the streets. They was telling, I had little girls writing to me crying, saying you got raped in jail, I'm so sorry. That shit right there is what will fuel the anger that will never die. I had to write letters to 1,000 little kids explaining to them that I would be dead before a motherfucker would rape me, and you know that.
Oh.
So, as far as everybody, there is no mercy in my heart. This is not the same Tupac, believe me. I'm just very pissed off. And don't think because you see me at an award show smiling or giving away an award, or because I don't fight at this time, and that don't mean I ain't mad. I'm pissed off. And this ain't, don't tell me ain't nothing wrong and we should all be together and woo-woo-woo because y'all niggas ain't getting no more money. You ain't getting no money because I made it that way.
You have groups.
He just mentioned like at an award show when he smiles, but like he just remember he is pissed off. Like, as he said, he came out and he was like, all of a sudden everyone wants to be calm now and everyone wants to forget, and he's like, nah, he's gonna keep it that way. Like, he's gonna be mad and he's gonna get what he wants and put exactly like the revenge that's needed, but like not in like not revenge as like a targetive way, like revenge as in like him doing better in his music and like him being the bigger person. That's the type of revenge.
Because we peak game. And it's not the mob really that we seeing, it's really the government. They the biggest mob. That's who we study. Governments. Just like me, they say this guy's Mr. Duplicity. He's always saying this good shit.
Bro, that's facts though. Like, man, we gotta listen to him. A lot of people, a lot of you out there, y'all have already been listening to him. You guys already know, and I just wish people more of my age would like come out and watch this and actually like understand what he's saying, because that's facts. Like, look at us now. Look at what we are in, the situation we are now in life, 2020. Look at like our system and the government. Like, come on, he's literally, that's facts.
To the females, and he say, ho, and this and that. See, that's where you're wrong. First, you tell all the niggas, they telling Too Short, he never say nice shit. And they telling him he's a horrible person. I say one bad shit on one side, a good shit on the other side, and I'm Mr. Duplicity. What does the world want? They have to sit their politically correct ass down and figure out what it is they want.
Politically
they
correct,
bullshit.
I'm dead.
All the time. I'm really into books. I'm into the part. Right now, I'm into Mastering the Art of War, The Art of War. I just found all these new books.
The Art of War?
Thoughts of a General,
Thoughts
How
of
to
a
Win an
General.
Argument Every Time, The Buying of a President.
How to Win an Argument Every Time. Bro, okay, I want to search up that book. Search up How to Win an Argument Every Time. It's a 1995 book by Gary Spence, and I'm actually going to read that because Tupac recommended it, so I'm going to see that book out.
What's that book I got? The Russian guy?
Stalin.
Stalin, I got that.
Oh my
Christopher
God.
Dunn book. You'll
Wow,
Never Work
he's
Again, and
so
all- whatever that is, when they
educated,
talking about
too.
people that slept together. Mostly shit on what built generals and what made countries and what I want to read what Clinton read. Because he does the same shit I do, but don't, get in trouble. All his homeboys commit suicide. He get caught with his pants down in the bathroom, and this nigga is still the president.
For real? Oh my God.
I got women, marching outside my shows. This nigga's the fucking president.
Oh, that's facts. He said he wants to read what the president reads because, like, they're not much different at all. Except he gets shit for it and the president gets to stay the president. Like, that's insane.
24. He's 40. What's his excuse?
He's 40. For real. I'm 20. He's 24 here.
Who?
Yeah, he's with us.
Yeah.
with that. Aside from the fame, the money, what do you think you can offer someone in a relationship?
A woman, you mean?
Aw.
I believe that.
Now we're going
I
towards the
always stress
romance.
this. I feel like I'm one of the old-fashioned type of guys, where as soon as I find me a woman that doesn't mind the fact that I want to be in charge, and that I believe that, just like with the yin and yang, is that we've forgotten our roles. The men have forgotten their roles as men. Therefore, the women have forgotten their roles. And that's where we get all this duplicity in lovemaking and duplicity in sexuality, is because we've forgotten our roles and we're willing to settle for less. Not that they're not legitimate people
I'm
who
also
really
eating.
do like this style, but a lot of it right now is just this niggas ain't shit. I can't do that. I can't turn my love off for a woman, no matter if they send me to jail and they talk shit and they really do piss me off. But I still can't love a man. I still love women. I still get excited when they come in the room and all that. So I feel as though what I can offer is my viewpoint, who I am, and my style, my lifestyle. And that I believe in my heart that I'm a man's man. I'm a man's man. I made myself. I'm a millionaire by my own hands. You know what I mean?
Self-made?
I fight for myself because I have to be more in love with her than she is. And that's what it is. Every time I fall in love with a woman, I don't fall in love with the woman she is. I fall in love with the woman that she could be. I haven't found a woman yet that fits up to my standards. And I'm sure I don't fit up to anybody's standards. But I haven't found one yet. But I found ones that I think that have the potential to be the rawest woman in the world. You know what I mean? I feel like it's...
He said he doesn't fall in love with who the person is, that he falls in love with who they can become. Damn, that's hard.
A man, especially being black, to feel like he's a king and he's looking for his queen, and that's where I'm at right now. You can't be a king until you've made yourself, until you've done something. And I've accomplished my goals. My goals are set it out to make me a man. Now I feel like I'm a man now. I set out goals to make me a king. Now I'm not a king of anybody else but me. You know, nobody else is under my rule but me and my kids. You know what I mean? But I made myself into a king. Now I need a queen to be happy so that I can be a teacher.
See, he literally achieved his goals, and he said he didn't feel like he could find someone that would fit his standards or like be the queen, for example, unless he achieved his goals and became who he wanted to be, instead of like going and looking for someone when he hasn't even become the person that he wanted to become. Like, and I feel like that's what a lot of us should like focus on, especially like achieving your dreams and then worrying about finding someone else and like to worry about all that stuff. He just explains it here too.
And a father, I can't be that until I find a queen. So
His laugh, Tupac's laugh.
I was home.
You have a relationship with him?
I thought my father was dead for all my life,
Really?
except after I got shot, I looked up and there was this nigga that looked dead on me, and he was my father, so I found out.
Wait. So Tupac thought that his father was dead his whole life until he got shot. But I'm gonna play that back because I couldn't hear what he was saying. Oh, he got shot and he said he looked up and then he saw it and then they said that was his father and he was like, what? Can you imagine like finding out that way and thinking your whole life that he was dead, but then he's already become the person he is? Like,
It's ain't no blood test, but I mean, a nigga look like me, and then the other nigga is dead. So to me, it's like I'm past the father thing. You know what I mean? But I do want to know him, and I do know him. We do talk, and he did help me while I was locked down. He did come. To me, religion, my idea of religion is this. I think that if you, I learned this in jail because I talked to every god there was in jail. I think that if you take one of the O's out of good, it's God. If you add a D to evil, it's the devil. I think some cool motherfuckers sat down a long time ago and said, let's figure out a way that we can control motherfuckers. And that's what they came up with. Is the
I completely agree with like what he was saying. He said he believes in God and he prays every night. I feel like I've gone through like this weird awakening recently, like just like Tupac, like he said, he was like, the whole good, when you take out an O, there's God, but then in evil, add a D, devil. Like, that's insane. And he just said here, like, two people sat down and probably said, let's find a way that we can control people.
They came up with is the Bible.
What?
Because if the guy wrote the Bible, I'm sure it would have been a revised copy by now. You know what I mean? Because a lot of shit has changed. And I've been looking for this revised copy, and I don't see it. I still see that same old copy that they had from then. And I'm not disrespecting anybody's religion. Please forgive me if it comes off like that. I'm just stating my opinion.
Facts.
I feel like we get crucified. I mean, the Bible was telling us all these people did this because they suffered this much. That's what makes them special people.
Right.
I got shot 5 times. 1, 2, 3,
4, 5.
You know what I mean? And I got crucified to the media. You know what I mean?
Damn,
and I walked through
look
with
at
the
him. He's
thorn
doing like the whole.
on, and I had shit thrown on me, and I had the thief at the top. I told that nigga I'll be back for you. You know what I mean? And trust me, this not supposed to be going down. I'll be back. So I'm not saying I'm Jesus, but I'm saying that we go through that type of thing every.
Dude, Tupac, like I'm not. Look at his eyes and look at the way he talks and look who he is as a person.
We don't part the Red Sea, but we walk through the hood without getting shot. You know what I mean? We don't turn water to wine, but we turn motherfucking dope fiends and dope heads into productive citizens into society. You know what I mean? We turn money. We turn words into money.
I love how he was like using two differences. He was using like Moses, like with the opening the river, and then like comparing how like those things is like same thing as like walking through the hood without getting shot, or like hustling and making money out of things that are not profitable but like making profit. That's insane the way he's like looking at it from these different angles. It's like back then, but like future time. It's like back then and present time with what he's talking about.
You know what I mean? What greater gift can there be? So I believe God blesses us. Your karma, everything that you do bad comes back to you. So anything that I'm doing that's bad, I'm gonna have to.
This is exactly what my mom always tells me. She says, like with what Tupac said, he just said everything you do bad comes back to you as karma. And that's what, it's very similar to what she told me, because she's like, whatever you do bad here on this earth, it's time for you to go with the Lord. Everything you did bad, you're going to pay back for it here first before you even go. And that's exactly what Tupac is talking about. And that's so facts.
Suffer for. But in my heart, I think what I'm doing is right. You know what I mean? So I feel like I'm going to heaven. You know what I mean? And I think heaven is just when you sleep with a good conscience. You don't have nightmares. And hell is when you sleep, the last thing you see is all the fucked up things you did in your life. And you just see it over and over again. Because you don't burn. Because if that's the case, it's hell on earth, because bullets burn. You know what I mean? It's people that got burnt in fires.
Oh my God.
That means they went.
That, like, yo, my mind right now, like the way, look at his smile, first of all. Second of all, what?
You know what I mean? All that is here. So what else? What do you got there that we ain't seen here? What, you gonna walk around aimlessly, zombie? Nigga, that's here. You ain't been in the streets lately? You know what I mean?
Oh my God, that's so true. Just thinking about it, he was like, what's down there that's worse than here? Because we learn about like all the terrible things that like leaders such as like Hitler or like other rulers that done terrible things, or like cults or like groups of people or just individuals and humans in general that have done terrible things, kidnapping kids, the terrible things that I can't fathom even thinking about, and like watching these shows and watching crimes happen. That's what he's talking about. Like the human race here, like there's so many bad that's been done and so many evil things. It's like we've seen so much terrible things, school shootings, criminal activity, like so many things I can't even like y'all know what I'm talking about, right? And he's just basically saying what's down there, like what, zombies? Like we see it here, like you go out to the streets and people are out of it.
Heaven is now, look, we sitting up here, live big screen, it's heaven for the moment. You know what I mean? Hell is jail. I seen that one. Trust me, this is what's real. And all that other shit is to control you. If the churches took half the money that they was making and gave it back to the community, we'd be all right. If they take half the buildings that they use to praise God and gave it to motherfuckers who need God, we'd be all right. We be all right. Have you seen some of these goddamn churches lately? It's ones that take up the whole block in New York. It's homeless people out here.
Bro,
Why?
that is the craziest way to think about it. He knows what he's talking about.
Why these niggas got gold ceilings and shit? Why God need gold ceilings to talk to me? Why do God need colored windows to talk to me? Why God can't come where I'm at, where he sent me? If God wanted to talk to me in a pretty spot like that, why the hell he sent me here then? You know what I mean? That make ghetto kids not believe in God. Why? So that's wrong religion. I believe in God. I believe God put us wherever we want to be at. Then it makes sense that God will put us in the ghetto. That means he wants us to work hard to get up out of here. That means he's testing us even more. That makes sense.
It does.
It makes sense that if you're good in your heart, then you closer to God. But if you evil, then you close to the devil. That makes sense. I see that every day. All that other spooky shit don't make sense. And I don't even believe, I'm not dissing them, but I don't believe in the brothers. I was in jail with them and having conversations. Brothers, I'm God. If you God, open the gate for me. Yeah. Oh, life.
Holy shit.
Never see it.
Wow, that was an abrupt ending, but oh my god, what? I just want to say that interview was so raw and insane. Like, compared to the Ed Gordon one, this one was like, I don't know, it just seemed more like personal and like a very comfortable, like, homie type thing. Like, and I love the fact that he wasn't disrespecting anybody and he was just stating his own opinion, because that's what goes a long way. And speaking back on him, like, respecting people, he did not slander people's names, and I love how he just kept it real and raw the whole time. Rest in peace, Tupac. This is such a good interview to watch during times like this, because like it just makes you think about it and like realize exactly what's going on and just who you are and just like the world and the government and society and people. I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you so much for y'all out there telling me to react to the Vibe interview for Tupac. If there's any other like Tupac interviews that I should watch, please comment down below. Don't forget to subscribe. Follow my social medias down below. I have Instagram, Twitter, Twitch, SoundCloud. I'm working on some stuff that I'm trying to get out. It's been crazy with quarantine and just trying to get things back in normal, but I hope y'all are staying safe. I'll see you guys next video. Peace.